Hello there, and welcome back to Living in High Color, where we explore the complexities of being colored in South Africa. My apologies for the lengthy delay. Life happened. No, I'm serious. Life happened. The last few weeks has been a hectic mix of sinus infections repeated. My electronics just decided to go on strike. Yes, it does. And it's been a host of other little things, and hence me saying life got in the way. Anyway, back to the here and the now. In our last video, I spoke about the negative and positive legacies that we might have inherited from our previous generations, the patterns, the behaviors, the lessons that gets passed down, etc. Today, I want to build on that because if we really want to understand those legacies and choose the ones we wish to carry forward, then it starts with self-awareness. Now, if you recall, I have mentioned self-awareness before. So in this video, we're going to talk about what self-awareness is, why it really matters, and how it can serve us in creating the kind of life and legacy that we actually want. So let's dive in and take a look at the key aspects of self-awareness. 1. Recognizing your emotions and triggers. This means noticing what you're feeling in the moment and asking yourself, why am I feeling this way? Now, you're being triggered. But now what does being triggered mean? A trigger is simply something. It could be a word, a situation, a place, a smell, even a tone of voice that sets off a strong emotional reaction in you. For example, maybe someone raises their voice and instantly you feel defensive or anxious. Or maybe you see a certain place and it brings up an immense feeling of sadness or anger because of what happened there before. Or, on the positive side, maybe you hear a song that makes you feel joyful, that reminds you of a time in your life where the world was fine. And instantly it comforts you. Now that's triggers. It's like a button that gets pushed, sometimes without you even realizing it. And by becoming aware of your triggers, you start to understand why you react so strongly in certain situations. And that awareness gives you the space to pause and to choose a healthier response. Number 2, understanding your strengths and weaknesses. This is about being honest with yourself, about yourself. We don't often want to be honest with ourselves. We want to know that we are just perfect, but we're not. Knowing what you're good at gives you confidence to forge ahead. And knowing where you struggle shouldn't make you feel defeated. Instead, knowing gives you the opportunity to work on your weaknesses and to grow. So both matters. Number 3, identifying your values and goals. So what are values? They are the principles, or let's say the moral compass that guides your behavior, your lifestyle, and your decision making. And values helps you decide what is most important to you in life and where to focus your energy. So for example, living an honest life. These are examples of values. Having integrity in every aspect of your life, even when no one is around. Respecting yourself and others. Being kind towards yourself and others. Being a responsible person. Holding yourself accountable for your actions. Being fair towards yourself and others. Being loyal. Let your word be your honor. Having a sound work ethic. You always give your best no matter how menial the task, and many other stuff. So, what are goals? Because values and goals go hand in hand. So, for example, goals gives you a clear sense of what you are working towards. You get small, short-term goals, or you get long-term ones. An example of a goal. So you want to buy something which costs a bit much. You don't have the ready cash. You have a choice. You can buy it on credit, pay that astronomical interest and all of that, and pay it back over a period of 18 months, 2 years, whatever. Or you can decide to save up every month a certain portion of money, and when you have the full amount, you can then walk into wherever it is, the store, whatever, purchase the item, cash. It's yours. You ain't owing nobody nothing on it. So that is a goal. So when your goals line up with your values, your life does indeed feel more meaningful. And then number 4, being aware of your impact. Every word, every action has an effect on others. So self-awareness helps you pause and think, how might what I'm about to say impact someone else? That kind of pause builds a stronger, healthier relationship. So what are the benefits of self-awareness, you might ask? And why is it so important? Well, it leads to better decision making. When you understand yourself, your choices are clearer. It improves your relationships because you're more tuned in and able to communicate with empathy, not sympathy, empathy. And it fuels personal growth because you can clearly see where you want to develop and change. Okay, so how do we develop self-awareness? How do we actually build it? By reflection. What's reflection? You take quiet moments to ask yourself, why did I react like that? What was I really feeling? And then we need to be honest with ourselves. You can build it by journaling. Writing down those things can help you notice patterns you'd otherwise miss. You can build self-awareness by asking for feedback. Sometimes others see things about us that we can't see. And as long as we don't know about it, we're oblivious to it. We just continue on our merry way. So it's great to invite honest input from people that you trust. And then by being mindful. Okay. Just acknowledging your thoughts and feelings without judging them. It builds awareness over time. So let's look at some of the practical tips to create self-awareness. 1, recognize your emotions and triggers. It is so important. Pay attention to your emotional responses. Identify your triggers and practice naming your feelings. Call it for what it is, whether it is I am hurt, I am angry, I am happy, or whatever. I am humiliated. But name them. And then recognize your strengths and weaknesses. You reflect on your past experiences and you are honest where you shine and honest about where you really need some work. As I said a minute ago, we want to believe we are perfect. No, we are not. And then recognize your values and your goals. Recognize them. Write down what matters most to you. Check back and ask yourself, are my goals in line with my values? Is the one complementing the other? Or are they at odds with one another? And then recognize your impact on others. Practice empathy. Listen actively. Listen to understand, not to respond. And be genuinely open about receiving feedback. Even if the feedback doesn't make you feel 100% good, but at least you know. You know. Oh, okay, so, etc., etc. So that's our segment on self-awareness. I mean, we've got patterns in our lives that we are so unaware of. There are certain things we do that we are so unaware of. Others see it, we don't. And the reason why we don't see it is because we've been living out those patterns for so long, and that is all we've ever known. And if no one's going to point it out to us, how are we ever going to know? How will we? Unless we get feedback. Unless we be courageous enough to say, speak to me, tell me, what is it? What do you pick up? What do you see? What type of person do you see me as? Not so that you can get all bent out of shape and How dare you call me that or say that about me or whatever. Like I said maybe 2 minutes ago, we all want to be perfect people, but we're not. Would be great if we were, but we're not. And how will we ever know if we never ever hear it and receive that feedback, knowing that it's an opportunity for self-reflection? And that is something that we basically do need to do. Self-reflect about everything. Some people say, oh, heck no, don't do that. It's overthinking. No, if we're not going to do that, we will never know. And if we don't know, we won't grow. So in closing, self-awareness isn't about being perfect. Just said it. We will never be perfect. Never, ever, ever. But it's about being real with yourself. When you know who you are, what your values are, what you value, and how your actions affects others, you gain the power to make better choices and to create positive change in your life. So how do you think self-awareness could benefit you in your daily life, within your home, within your street, within your community? Whatever happens in your home, just remember this. Whatever happens in your home, whatever you do in your home, inevitably, it does have an effect on your neighbors and thus your community. So I encourage you, think about it. Grab a pen and paper, think about it, etc. Write it down. There's no harm in doing that, only benefits. So thank you for taking the time to listen. Please do like and subscribe, and please share this video with those that you think or you feel could benefit from it. If you feel it's not worth anything to you, share it with others that you think might benefit from it. So I leave you with these words. We cannot change the past. Forgive and let go. However, we can change our present, and we certainly can change the direction of our future. Until next time, do take care. Bye now.